In a world where a mix of culture influences the abundance of our differences, we thrive to find a common ground, a desire to be in unison with each other. That desire is echoed by our need to a fulfilling life, a life that speaks of our vision coming to reality and a life that reflects our greatness. Whoever you are, wherever you may be, empowering yourself means allowing you to be who you are destined to be. You are irreplaceable. Each one of us wants to find fulfillment and happiness in life. Each one of us want to live the best life possible. We want to find success in our lives, in our personal lives. We want healthy, happy families. We want success with investments. And we want promotions at work. And we want to start and actually complete our education and degrees. But have you ever felt tired or exhausted and felt these feelings actually hinder you and stop you from achieving your goals in life? Have you felt that you just run out of steam and fail to achieve your goals as a result? Do you find yourself every day needing that caffeine hit, that coffee in the morning, or that sugar rush, or that afternoon nap in order to have the energy you need to get your work done? Far too often in life, we fail to achieve our goals or find fulfillment and success because of our health, because of a lack of energy and tiredness. We often hear the saying that we live life from the inside out, that what we feel on the inside affects how we feel on the outside. But did you know that the converse is also true? We also live life from the outside in. What we feel on the inside actually affects our outside, yes. But what we feel on the outside also affects our inside. Our physical health affects how we feel, our emotions. When we feel physically run down, we can feel more emotionally moody and vulnerable. And when we feel more vulnerable, we can fail to have the energy or enthusiasm to take steps forward to achieve our goals. We also can fail to recognize our true talents and irreplaceable role that we have for the planet. And when we fail to recognize our irreplaceable role on the planet, we can lack a sense of value. We can lack a sense of significance in our life. And when this happens, we find a dead end in life. Hi, I'm Katy, and it's time for you to know that you are truly, truly irreplaceable. So where do we find this energy to discover and achieve our goals this year, 2013? Well, today we learn how we can live healthy and happy this year and actually achieve those dreams we've only ever imagined. I'm very excited because today we have a very special guest, a doctor who's come all the way from Sydney, Australia. Today he shares with us affordable and easy to apply health tips so we can go out and achieve our goals this year, 2013. I'm very excited about this interview this afternoon because with me today is Dr. Katy Bennett from Sydney, Australia, who's come all this way to encourage us with tips, very practical health tips on ways we can live healthier and happier in our lives. And we all want that, don't we? Because when we're healthier and happier, we achieve more, we feel better, and we make others around us feel better as well. And I should also add, you've probably noticed the resemblance already by looking at us together here, but Dr. Katy Bennett also happens to be my dad, my daddy over here. You can probably tell by the distinction of our nose shape as well that we're definitely related. And so, yeah, we've got to have a bit of humour, don't we? Life is short, but hopefully from this show we'll be making our lives longer and happier. So, Dad or Dr. Bennett, what would you say your list of specialty areas are?
Right, well, I trained in internal medicine, which for Filipino training is an internist, and I specialised in geriatric medicine of older people, and we still have in Australia general internists or general physicians who work within and outside the hospital system. So my area is general but focused on older people. I've had a strong interest in nutrition and medicine, and also medicinal herbs, because they're being used a lot by our patients, and interest in exercise as a health, cut that for a second, exercise as a means of obtaining and attaining better health and wellness. The training we have in medicine is not really about wellness, it's about illness and how to fix illness. It doesn't so much focus on how to be well.
That's true.
There is focus on prevention of illness, but still a different approach to the approach of being well and wellness. So my own interest is in being well because I want to be well. I want to have energy and enjoy my life.
And knowing the lifestyle and pace you keep up, I know you are quite well to be looking how you do at your age of life and fitting so much in. So
doctors don't tend to be that healthy because they work under a lot of stress, and I think their life expectancy is actually reduced in the Western world compared to the average. So we're not good at practicing what we preach. So hopefully some of us will have a slightly different approach to our own lives.
And hopefully through this episode that viewers will learn how to practice what we preach in terms of easily implementing health strategies that some of us already know, but the challenge is applying it. So hopefully we'll learn a bit about that today.
Well, I have a few thoughts that I had for today. As the new year is about to approach us after Christmas, and we all like to make New Year's resolutions.
And we don't think the world's going to end, do we?
No, I don't think the world's going to end yet. First thing is, it's so easy for life to take control of us. And so the first message is going to be that we need to take control of our own lives. And that has a very specific effect in its own right on our well-being. The second point is that every one of us, you, need to become a student of your own health. So the responsibility is with us as individuals and not upon someone else, our parents, our wife, our husband, our doctor. The responsibility is not with the doctor, the responsibility is our own.
That's a very good point, because I know a lot of us, and me myself, often I can feel reliant on my doctor to be responsible for my health.
That's quite correct. And in fact, the way that the law approaches it in Australia is that a strong emphasis is placed on the doctor. And I don't think it's actually moral or ethically balanced. So the other little thing I want to say about the third category of things to talk about is that I do believe that we do need to work hard.
There's no shortcut.
We do need to play hard, and I think we need to learn how to rest hard.
That's an interesting one. I haven't heard that one before. Well, I guess it says even God rested on the Sabbath, didn't he?
Yeah, one needs to have a balance, and so often in people get so caught up with life and they're so busy and stressed and working hard, but they do not take out the time to rest. And it is one of the top priorities, I think, to being well, is to rest, which is what I'm going to do straight after the show.
Yeah, and I know you're not a hypocrite when it comes to that. You definitely will practice what you preach.
I don't rest enough. Do you have a question?
So what would you say are some very practical tips in ways viewers here in the Philippines can live healthier and happier in their lives in general?
I think the thing we need to do is to assess how we think. And by thinking, I also mean how we think emotionally. So emotional intelligence as well as mental intelligence. So I think the wise thing to do is to have a